today I am going to be filming my second year university roundup. I was going to upload something different today, but I thought with recent events, I'm going to move this camera, it's like, ooh, there we go, I feel like that's slightly better. Yeah, I've literally decided this minute just to film this video, so yeah. Anyway, I thought I would film my second year university update to where I am at in my life kind of thing, but obviously address what is going on in the wider world right now. Obviously, I'm sure everyone is well aware of all the protests going on in America at the moment and the kind of resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement, and obviously the George Floyd case, and yeah, there's obviously a lot going on in the world at the moment, and I feel like on my YouTube channel I've basically pre-filmed like so many different videos, and I don't want to like ignore the fact on here. Like obviously on my Instagram and my Twitter I've obviously retweeted stuff and like shared different resources, but I haven't like put anything on YouTube yet. So this is my kind of contribution to that. Kind of like where I stand with it, obviously I really support the Black Lives Matter movement, and I am aware that institutional racism has been around for a long time. I'm obviously still need to educate myself more on it. I've been watching videos, I've been reading stuff online and things like that. So I'm going to link other videos down below, like Unjaded Jade and V's videos about it all, and like any other resources I think are like helpful at all, I'm going to put down below. My YouTube doesn't make any money at all, so you can't watch my ads or anything like that. So but like I know there's a lot of YouTubers doing videos that like their ad revenue is going to go to obviously different charities and stuff if you can't donate, so I will link those down below. I think there's a public playlist or something with like everyone's videos on it. So yeah, I just wanted to put that in there. Obviously I just want to make people aware that I am supporting all of this in any way I can. So yeah, I'm just going to get into the video now. As I said, please donate, sign petitions if you can. Just educate yourself. Obviously it's like a big thing to learn about the whole ins and out of it all, but I think we can all agree we've all got extra time in this like quarantine lockdown situation. So I think like now I've finished uni work, every day I'm going to like set aside some time just to read up about it. Like I've ordered new books and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna get into the video now. Please like and subscribe if you like my videos, and yeah, let's get started. A lot of people on Instagram wanted to see this video, so that's why I'm filming it. Yeah, I was gonna upload it later on, but as I said, because of recent events I wanted just to get my message out there and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling. Anyway, my second year of uni, obviously going into this second year of uni was a bit different to most people's. Obviously I think I've said this about a million times, but I started uni in like 2017, did my first year, absolutely fine, absolutely loved it. Went back for my second year in 2018, grew to really hate my course. Like everything had kind of changed quite a lot in my second year, and yeah, I was just in a very unhappy, dark place. So I then dropped out in January 2019, or it was like February time I think. Yeah, and I came home, worked for about 6 months, and then I was like, no, I want to give uni another go. So I changed from a psychology course to an education studies course, and I can tell you now I'm so much happier. Like you can probably tell in my uploads, because obviously literally last year I didn't upload on YouTube like at all, and I didn't really post it on Instagram that much. But yeah, I'm just going to head into my second year update, what I enjoyed, what I didn't like and things like that. So yeah. First semester, timetable wise, I was in like 3 days a week, which I think is the kind of the standard for uni. Like not many people are in like every day. So I think I had Mondays and Thursdays off. It was something like that. Yeah, so I had 3 modules in first semester. They were literally learning in a multimedia world, which was definitely my favourite module. Like it's kind of like the name suggests, like it kind of looked at social media and how that kind of affects children's learning, and like different how like books and stuff have evolved over the years, like children's literature, and like yeah, I really loved it. I think I got one of my highest grades, so I nearly got a first in that module, which I was so pleased with. So yeah, that was a really good module. I'd really recommend that one. I have done a video all about my actual degrees, which I go into more depth with these modules. If you want to like listen to that or watch that, I'll leave it linked below or in a card or whatever. The core module for first semester was also issues in education, so you can kind of gather what all that was about. And I feel like with my degree as well, it is quite good. It does kind of draw attention to like how like black people can be oppressed in the education system and in employment as well. So I feel like definitely studying sociology A level and now education studies, it has really opened my eyes to different difficulties people face, like from all ethnic backgrounds and religions and stuff like that. So yeah, and then I think I got a 2-2 in that module. I think the way it was taught, it wasn't that engaging. That's probably why I didn't do the best in it, but I still got a 2-2, so that's all good by me. And then I also studied global and international development. Again, it was another core module. I did do global development at AS level, so I did it for like 1 year in sixth form or college or whatever. But yeah, as I said, the way it was structured, it was very kind of, it did feel like a history lesson at times, and I didn't really love history back in school. But I did alright in that. Again, I think I got a 2-1, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, like I said, my actual course content was like, I really enjoyed this year round, like, cause that was the only thing I was most worried about, because in my previous year that caused me so much stress, anxiety, depression. Yeah, I really struggled last year, so the fact that I actually enjoyed it this year, I was like, thank God for that. Like, socially, we definitely did loads of nights out in my first semester, which is obviously so much fun, because I lived in halls again in second year. I have filmed a video about that as well. Yeah, so I'm honestly over the moon about the friends I've made this year. Like, I was obviously kind of a little bit worried going into it. Obviously, they're like, some of my friends are like a couple of years younger than me and stuff. But honestly, as I said, what I don't know is the age difference, like, at all. Like, there's obviously certain times. Like, I remember when we first started going out, I was like, oh yeah, my ID. Like, we look at IDs and like there's also like 2000, 2001. I'm like, oh my god, like I feel so old. But yeah, they're honestly such a lovely bunch of people. So yeah. As I said, just really good halls experience, and I'm also still really good friends with my friends who are now just finishing their third year, kind of graduating. So I think that's really nice. Like, obviously I knew going back into uni might affect friendships, but honestly I'm still as close with my sort of first lot of friends compared to my friends now, which I think is really nice. I think that will definitely help me mentally when I do graduate from uni next year. Fingers crossed everything goes okay. Yeah, because obviously it doesn't feel, I feel like it won't be such a big shock when I leave uni, because I obviously still have people in Bath, but obviously I've got people who are already going into the adult world right now. So yeah, as I said, I think that is kind of like a nice thing, maybe. And obviously I hope they'll all come and visit me in Bath still as well. Second semester, I did professional practice and education. So this is basically a placement module. So you could either be put into a school or into like another place which kind of delivers education. It might be maybe in like a police office, like a prison, sorry, or like something like that. I know people who've been into like the council and things like that. So yeah, we're meant to have 1 day of placement every week for about 8 weeks. But obviously, due to coronavirus, I only had 3 weeks in the end. Well, I turned up on the 4th week, but they were like, you can't come into the school anymore. I was like, okay. So yeah, to be honest, my placement experience wasn't great. I didn't love it, but I kind of knew that going into it. Where I worked in a nursery last year, I just realised that wasn't the career for me. So I thought I'm just going to give it my best shot. Obviously, I will still learn skills from it anyway. So yeah, as I said, I only had like 3 days in it, but as I said, I learned stuff from it. And obviously the kind of placement the experience we did have, we had to use it in our kind of assignment for this semester. So yeah, that was kind of structured as like 8 weeks of placement, some seminars, and then like some lectures. And I forgot to say, my other 3 modules, they were all like seminar based, and then like 1 lecture a week. And then the other module I did was youth. It had a really long name, I can't remember the full name of it. It was basically like youth politics and like participation in society. I was a bit nervous about this module because I've never done politics in my life, so I didn't really know much about politics, to be honest, but this module definitely helped me learn that. Although this was definitely one of the modules most affected by strikes in second semester, which is annoying. So I only really ever had 2 face-to-face seminars in this whole module, which wasn't great with them. When it came to lockdown, she was really good with like sort of, we used Blackboard Collaborate for our kind of face-to-face seminars, so that worked really well, and she was really supportive, and like she did extend our deadlines due to like strikes and her being ill and things like that. So I did feel really supported. Like, I know some people haven't had great experiences from their uni in terms of like support through the pandemic, but honestly I can't fault my uni at all. Like, lecturers are always replying to emails. I mean, on my course anyway, they've been really good. Like, if you ever need help, they just say like call me or whatever. So yeah. And the final module I did was Sociology of Education, which I have kind of done previously at A-level. Like, we did study education in second year of A-levels, I think it was, or something like that. But yeah, this was a bit of a problematic module as well, because one of the teachers was very new to the uni, so he didn't really know how things worked. But the other one didn't actually teach sociology, he taught philosophy. So not entirely sure how we got that job, but we move. But to be honest, they did pull it out of the bag. As I said, it was the only probably module that wasn't really affected by strikes and stuff like that. Again, when we went online, like they were both really supportive. Like there was one seminar I was in and turned up to it, so I was like, oh my god, this is so awkward. But yeah, I actually got a first on that essay. I have, obviously with this like semester, I've only handed in like one lot of essays and got feedback back. So also before sort of halfway through second semester, we got the no detriment policy. So we basically got an average of the year so far, and they basically said your average can't go down, or it can only go up from your like next lot of results. So in my no detriment policy, I basically got a 2-1, which I was just like so pleased with. That was literally like, I just want to get a 2-1 or a first or whatever. So yeah, like I'm very pleased with where I'm at right now. Obviously I've written down strikes. As I said, in second semester, that's when strikes started like happening with like, I think teachers were striking to get more pay and like higher pensions or whatever. As I said, there was only really probably one module it really affected. It was my politics one. So as I said before, she only came in for like 2 lectures, then she got ill, and then yeah, then we went into lockdown. So kind of, as I said, lockdown, it happened very quickly in like university land. Like it was all a bit like we weren't sure what was going on. They were just giving us warnings like make sure you wash your hands, and like yeah, they just said if you've got any symptoms, go to your doctor or whatever. Then sort of as like things were coming out from the government, they were keeping us in the loop. They were like, yeah, they just been really like cautious. Then like a week before like official lockdown in the UK, they were like, right, if you're living in university owned accommodation, like you basically need to move home now if you can. So we're all like, shit. We just weren't ready to move out at all. Like as I said, we were all having such a good time at uni. Yeah, like I think it was a hard decision for all of us to go home, but obviously it's the safest decision, and I think it's really nice as well. We're all still in good contact. Like we have like FaceTimes every couple of weeks. We all talk on the group chat and stuff, which I think is really good, nice. Yeah, and then for next year, I would say, so I have selected my next year modules, so I'll run through them quickly now. So we have 3 core modules next year, obviously being dissertation part 1, dissertation part 2, and global and international development again, which I'm kind of thinking I don't really know how much more they can do with that module, because I feel like we learned so much this year, and I'm just like, how are we meant to write more about it? But I'm sure I'll find out and I'll update you in the dissertation diaries. I've said before, I am going to start a series on this channel called The Dissertation Diaries, where I take you through my dissertation journey. I haven't really decided on a like specific kind of question, but I do kind of know the vague kind of area. I definitely think I will look at either the media or like digital technology and its influence on education, like something in that kind of spectrum. As I said, like with education studies, it's not about teaching kids all the time. It looks at so many different things, so which I think is really good about my degree. So we've got those as our core modules, and I picked for my first semester, what was the other thing I picked? I think it was youth identities and subcultures as my optional module, which I'm really looking forward to. And it was the same teacher who did politics, who I know she's a really good teacher. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. And then second semester, the modules weren't that great, to be honest. They didn't really take my interest that much, but I'm hoping the ones I picked will be okay. So I picked social and educational inclusion, so it's very similar to sociology syllabus. And I picked philosophy and identity or something like that. I've never done philosophy in my life, but it was the good one out of the bad bunch, so I thought I'd just pick it. It was like 2 essays, I thought I'm sure I can regurgitate an essay somehow. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing next year, and that's kind of my little life update. As for like coronavirus and doing your degree in a pandemic, as I said, I've definitely felt really supported by my uni. They were so good, and even throughout the year, obviously, where I took a break from uni, my university used to email me every semester or like every kind of couple of months, just like asking how I was and if I needed any extra help, which I thought was really nice. And also I think a really nice thing about this year was being a FICA ambassador. I feel like I talk about this all the time. But yeah, they're basically an emotional fitness app, which is like kind of targeted at students to kind of keep a check on their mental health, and like it helps you with like skills relating to like teamwork and your confidence and just things like that. And at the moment they've got a really good like community feature, so they ask you like a different question every day, and there might be like video examples. So sometimes I've been video examples of like how I've used different techniques to like adapt to this current situation and stuff like that. So it's been really nice to be involved in that. And also back in November I did film a vlog for this, but I went to London through a think tank, which was like really fun. Yeah, so I definitely feel like that experience has made me realise I want to work in that kind of field, whether it be in like app development or like something. As I said, education isn't all tied down to teaching. I feel like more people need to know this, but yeah, like there's just so many. I'd never really realised there's just so many different avenues from education, which I'm like excited to look forward to in the future. But obviously digital marketing does appeal to me as well, because as I said, I love Instagram, I love YouTube and all things like that. So I think if I was going to go into social media, I wouldn't really go down the beauty route. I feel like I've kind of grown past that now, but I'd love to like maybe do kind of maybe a grad scheme or something, and maybe like being a social media manager for like a charity or something like that. Maybe like I like using social media to spread like a positive message and like to kind of educate people maybe. So that's kind of where I'm at with maybe future aspirations. I'm not sure, obviously this could all change next year, like we just really don't know at this point. But yeah, obviously in regards to next year at uni, like some unis are going online, some aren't. The only update we've had from my uni, they may send a really long email just saying like it's probably going to be a mix of like online teaching and face-to-face teaching. As I said, my course is mainly done small seminars, so I feel like they might just get rid of the compulsory big lecture every week and just make that go online, because that's mainly a PowerPoint anyway, so you don't really need to go to the lecture. So yeah, I feel like my contact hours will be a lot less next year. So I forgot to say, my second semester as well, I obviously had placement, then I was in 4 days a week as well, just the way my like seminars fell. So yeah, it was definitely felt a lot more intense like workload wise, just because I didn't really have any days off in a sense. So yeah, that is my university update. As I said, I'm really pleased that I'm kind of at a 2-1 at the moment. Like as I said, hopefully it can only go up. I'd like it to go up, but if it doesn't, not the end of the world. Obviously grades aren't everything, and obviously next year counts more towards my end of degree grade anyway. Like this year was like 30%, I think next year's 70 or something like that. So yeah, that's where I'm at with uni. I hope you like this video. If you've got any questions about going to Bath or Bath Spa or living in Bath as a student, hey Stan! Yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. I'm going to be filming like videos about like uni advice soon, as I'm getting questions already on my social media. So yeah, as I said, if you've got any other questions, let me know, and I will see you soon. Bye.